Well, anyway, welcome back to another video, and it's a bit of a transfer roundup today. Obviously, a very hectic transfer deadline day for everyone involved with Fulham Football Club. 5 new signings coming through the door yesterday between the 5 o'clock deadline, carrying on till about 7 o'clock last night with the deal sheets that were allowed to go through to complete deals till 7 o'clock. As we all know, the 5 players who came through were Timothy Fosu-Mensah on loan from Manchester United, Luciano Vietto, a striker on loan from Atletico Madrid, Joe Bryan, £6 million deal, left back from Bristol City. Best transfer really, I think, for me, was basically due to go to Aston Villa till he found out Fulham put a bid in, did a U-turn on that, had his medical at Aston Villa, but I think by the sounds of it, had pics in the shirt done as well, so it was a near enough done deal until Fulham came in with a bid, done a U-turn, came down the motorway and signed for us yesterday, which I think is absolutely hilarious. Twice now we've done Villa over in the space of a couple of months. Rico as well joins on loan from a good Spanish goalkeeper as well. Could potentially be our number one. Questions the deal for Fabry on that, whether or not Savica Kanovic trusts Fabry in goal, I don't know. Also pushes out Marcus Bettinelli, but we'll get further onto that in the next couple of minutes as well. And also the signing of Andre Frank Zambo Anguissa as well from Marseille for a rumoured £22 to £30 million deal. Obviously going to be that extra backup, or maybe even start ahead of Kevin McDonald in that central defensive midfield of our midfield three. And looking at our transfer window on the whole, I'm quite impressed with it. I think we've done what we needed to do. Obviously we're the first promoted club to ever spend over £100 million since coming up from the Championship, since the summer transfer window was first brought in 2003. So that's a big achievement, but that can either go two ways. When you've got to look at Everton last year, spent a similar amount of money. Okay, they didn't come up last year from the Championship, ever present in the Premier League. Spent over £100 million, and look where that got them last year. Didn't do too well. Went for a couple of managers last season altogether. Still was struggling last season. Had a great transfer this time around, signing a couple of very good Barcelona players in Yerry Mina, Andre Gomez, also Lucas Digne, and Richarlison as well. But I think with us at the moment, fantastic window, done what we had to do, signed some good squad depth. This time last week, looking at that pre-season game, we were quite light on the ground in terms of what we had. I think we've definitely stronger than ever now in terms of our squad. Very good competitive squad. I think it's a squad good enough to at least stay up. The main aim for us this year is probably to stay up and don't go down this year, and then next year, hopefully, if we were to stay up, try and build upon that good season's work. It all depends really on what happens this year, but I'm confident we've got a squad good enough for that 17th position at least minimum to stay in this division, and hopefully, as I said, press on in the season afterwards. So looking at some of the players who probably had who might be looking at maybe leaving the club, there was plenty of talk of Bettinelli maybe going to someone like QPR or Bristol City potentially, and you do feel sorry for someone of his quality, although he got us here to he's one of the reasons why we're actually in the Premier League. So you look at the way fantastic goalkeeper stepped in last season off the buttons, calamitous first half of the season last year, letting some soft goals. Bettinelli came in second half of the season, was a very solid presence in between the sticks, really helped in calming that back four down, helping them get settled throughout games mainly, and really did, was probably one of the reasons why I got promoted last season. A couple of saves spring to mind, especially that one against Leeds where he saved from Ekaban and went up the other end straight away after that and scored. But looking at the way our squad is, sometimes when you get promoted you can't always rely on certain players who got you there. Sometimes certain players are good enough to get to the top, and it's also always a debatable topic whether or not they're good enough to sustain at that level and even stay on and even be at that level. So sometimes you've got to be a bit ruthless. I've been hearing lots of talk of Michael Owen, even Neil Warnock saying there's pressure on us, Michael Owen questioning whether or not we should have stuck with players who got there. But it's always a gamble. If you stick with the players who got you there, it can always be a bit of a gamble that they might not be good enough. And we didn't want to be caught in limbo this window, because half the players we brought in last year who got us there are all on loan deals. Piazon, your Callises, your Norwoods, Target and Mitrovic. About six players then, or maybe a little bit less, who were all on temporary deals, which is a bit of a problem really. So we had to look and try and strengthen permanently in permanent positions. We did that and done that this year quite comfortably in the end. Waited till deadline had to get 5 new players across the line, but the players we've got in are very good, suit the way we want to play. Obviously, looking at tomorrow's game against Crystal Palace, you've got to look, Tim Ring might be playing tomorrow. Savica Kanovic's press conference come out and said he can't play. So I'm looking at probably an Callum Chambers, and Maxime Le Marchal centre-half pairing. Obviously, Alfie Mawson will not be able to play until about September. We won't see him probably till about Man City or Everton away, I don't think, potentially. He might even start, he might get a couple of minutes here, a couple of minutes there, but he's not much of a pre-season with a little bit of a niggling knee injury. Probably going to hamper his chances of getting to the squad at the moment. Obviously, Dennis Odoi can't play tomorrow. 2-game ban for second yellow card in the playoff final, as we all know and we've all seen before. But going back to what I said about the players who got us here and that, they've all done fantastically well, but I think it's when you get to the Premier League, it's a whole different ball game to what you get in the Championship, really. You have to make signs, you've got to take financial gambles on players. You look at Wolves, they've signed a lot of players who got them up permanently, but you've got to look at some of the players they've also brought in as well. Your João Martinhos, your Rui Patricios, Jimenez as well. There's a spine building from that team. They've brought them in because they know if you keep lots of John Ruddy in goal, He's not good enough for the Premier League. Rui Patricio is a fantastic leader, a full Portuguese international, and you need that type of experience. Players who are used to being around the big leagues, used to the dressing room, who can maintain and guide some of the younger players, or some of the inexperienced players who've come up from the Championship last season. Give them a bit of that experience, that leadership in terms of playing in the big games. And that's what you need, really, I think, in this league. It's all about developing, always trying to build for the future. Look at Cardiff's squad, okay, they might not have the financial prowess of what we got and what Wolves have got, but they've spent players. Perhaps are only looking at probably a one season stay in the Premier League. I don't know what their aim is long term, but as Neil Warnock said in this press conference today, he's looking towards the future, no matter what league it could be, in Championship or Premier League, I'm not too sure. But the main aim for us is hopefully these players will gel as well. There's always talk that our players might not gel, but I'm confident this group of players will gel. Timothy Fosu-Mensah, I think, is an outstanding signing on loan, a very capable left back, a capable full-back on his day. Can also venture into midfield as well. He's quite versatile. And I like what we've done here. We've signed a couple of players who are quite versatile. You like to Callum Chambers, centre-back, full-back, midfield as well. And especially over the Christmas period, we've got quite a load of games between December, January and that. You need players who are quite versatile, who can step up, play in positions. Kevin McDonald, another one, central defensive midfielder, centre-half as well. And it's quite good to have utility players in your team because, especially as I said, in the Christmas months when times are tough, you need players who can play and rotate the squad to keep fresh legs. So looking at tomorrow's game against Crystal Palace, some transfer window preview, or review, sorry, and also a preview for tomorrow's Palace game as well. Be a tough game tomorrow, I think, against Crystal Palace. They've strengthened quite well in the transfer window. Just to 4 signings, I think it was in the end, of 5, I can't remember. Got Ita coming in from Getafe, good goalkeeper. Jordan Ayew coming in last night on deadline day, loan deal from Swansea. A capable striker on his day. Max Meyer, the mayor of London, as Crystal Palace fans call him, coming in from Schalke on a free transfer. And also a notable midfielder, Cheku Kouyaté, coming in from West Ham. A very competitive midfielder on his day, capable of doing well in a good team like Crystal Palace as well. Looking at the way Palace will set up tomorrow, and also notably they kept hold of Wilfried Zaha as well. The main man for them, the man who makes Palace tick. Whenever he's in Palace's team, they seem to play much better than they do when he's not in the team. So looking at the way Palace will probably set up tomorrow, it'll be a typical Robertson side, well drilled, well organised, well suited, well defensively strong. As all Fulham fans like myself all know about Robertson's work, how well he's done for us in terms of what he did for us, making us defensively solid, keeping us in the league, and in the following season, guiding us to the European Cup final as well. So I think it'll be a tough game tomorrow. I think it'll be a draw tomorrow. I think the draw will be a good result. We might nickel, I don't know. It'll be a fantastic spectacle tomorrow. London derby, first game back in 4 years in the Premier League. Full house down at the Cottage. It'll be a lovely day. Hopefully a bit better weather than we have the past couple of days. It's been absolutely hammering down out there. So hopefully we can have a nice dry day. Enjoy the game. Hope we see some of these new signings bed in. Fingers crossed, get the 3 points, and we'll take it all from there. It's going to be a long season. It's a fantastic time to be a Fulham fan at the moment. We've all got to keep the faith, enjoy this while it lasts, because not long ago we were signing players like Andrew Lonergan, Ben Pringle, Jamie O'Hara. So enjoy this while it lasts, because it's going to be a fantastic couple of years, hopefully. So if he's at the helm, he's worked wonders for his club, and we're in a healthy position. All the fans need to get behind him. It's going to be a fantastic campaign, I'm sure. And fingers crossed we can stand this Premier League for as long as we did last time. Just a quick video from you guys. If you do like it, hit that like button. Subscribe tomorrow. We'll see you all for the Palace vlog tomorrow.